Morjesta vaan, se on Jyri ja ensimmäistä kertaa täällä on kuntavaali ja aluevaali tämmöinen haastattelu. Ja tässä on ensimmäinen haasteltavani. Hän puhuu paremmin nyt englantia tässä kohtaa, joten suoritetaan tämä keskustelu siis englanniksi. Welcome Tero.
Thank you.
Can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yes, hi. Tero Aitasalo. Currently applying to, how to say,
Municipal
to municipal elections in Ouvilla.
And in Satakunta as well.
In Satakunta as well. And I'm a sairaanhoitaja. I work in this psychiatric ward. And, well, now I'm 32 years old.
You're a young buck.
I'm still young-ish. I live with my beautiful girlfriend.
Yeah.
We're soon gonna have a daughter. So
Congratulations.
Yay on me, yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna
You're the face image of like new Finnish people.
Yeah, true. So yeah, as I'm bringing a kid to this world, I really want to help and give a better, I don't know, environment to her. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
So where you're from?
Oh, I'm from Brazil. So, long story short, I'm from Brazil. My dad is Finnish. My mom is Brazilian. And yeah, should I be talking?
It doesn't matter. It's you can quote the viewer, yes. But you can
look at me. No.
You can look at the camera.
Anyway, so my dad is Finnish. My mom is Brazilian, and I lived in Brazil my whole life. Basically it. We also lived 2 years in Mexico when I was younger. So from there I also learned Spanish and Portuguese from Brazil, in case you don't know.
So your mother language is
is Portuguese, yes. But in Brazil I was an English teacher before I decided to come to Finland. Also in Brazil I used to do game design. I studied that for like 2 years, but I decided it wasn't exactly for me.
Yeah.
Eventually I started looking for something better to study. Then something clicked in my head. I remembered that, well, I'm half Finnish, so
yeah.
So yeah, my everybody loves saying that Finnish education is the best in the world. So I thought, why not give it a go? So first of all, I decided to come to Finland then. But as I noticed by the universities in Finland, you need to speak Finnish. Shocker.
Yeah.
Which wasn't the case for me because my dad, he didn't taught me Finnish as we were growing up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why in the next video. keep watching.
Yeah.
Then I tried to learn Finnish on my own because at that time I could speak Portuguese, I could speak Spanish. I also was fluent in English, so I thought I could just put another language to the belt and it would be easy. It would be easy, but big mistake.
Yeah, Finnish is hard language.
Finnish is a hard language.
Yeah,
I do believe it's a superpower.
Yeah, it's you have to be born with it to have a.
I mean, you can
fluency.
Fluency, yes, absolutely, because. Well, this is a tangent. I know people that struggle with the language, even though they are natural born things.
Yeah, and many people.
Yes. Either way, back to the story. Then to learn Finnish, my dad, he suggested to me you should go to the army.
Oh yeah.
Because you're out of the comfort. You're out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
And you're doing stuff every day, so you pick up everything fast.
Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work out like that.
So you went to the army?
I did.
And what's your
I finished the army as a kartanjakari.
Yeah.
And might I add, because I didn't spoke Finnish, I had to volunteer myself because at first they would say, "Nah, we don't."
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What else? But I volunteered myself, sent an email to some guy. I don't remember his name. If I look, I'll probably find his name. But
yeah.
Then graciously they accepted me for my surprise. That was actually like my first step into Finland.
Yeah.
So after that, I came to Finland. I tried to do some basic course, this 1 month intensive course.
Yeah.
I did 2 of them before going to the army. They gave me a good base-ish, but I still struggle to communicate in the army, obviously.
Yeah.
Then in the army, by the way, I was a Lakimies, medic.
Medic.
And, I had a very good time in there.
Do you like...
Oh, I loved the army. The army was actually like, it's gonna sound weird, but it felt like a vocation to me.
Yeah.
Because when I was in Brazil, I was working as an English teacher. And I had to deal with like making tests and correcting them and talking with the patients, with the parents of the kids I was teaching.
Yeah.
And when you have to deal with people like that, and they're always asking more, and you explain why or something like this, then it can be a little stressful. Plus, the environment in Brazil, like I would have to take a bus of 1 hour and a half just to go to work.
Oh shit! Yeah.
1 hour and a half back.
Yeah.
And back.
So 3 hours each day.
Just sitting on the bus waiting.
Yeah.
Which wasn't very nice. It was one of the reasons I decided to move to Finland.
Yeah. So you finished army and then you started to sairaanhoitaja.
Actually, no. The story has a little twist on that. So after the army was like a very good time for me because I could kind of think about what I'm gonna do in the next step. But in reality, after the army, I was like 3 or 4 months unemployed without doing anything. I was basically sucking money out of Kela. And the thing is, I was just sucking money out of Kela because I fell into depression because in army, I felt super useful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I could do something and, there was no thing I couldn't do that other people were doing.
Yeah.
But when I was back to reality,
civilian.
yeah, as a civilian in Finland without speaking Finnish, I felt completely like useless, and that was actually like I would say like the darkest chapter of my life. So basically, for 3 months, I was just in my room. I would leave occasionally to buy food, but it was frozen pizza or pasta.
So both like the you have seen and experienced the both ends of the immigration spectrum. Like now you're well.
Now I'm well adjusted, yes, and so during this stream, back to the story. Sorry. During these 3 months, I didn't know what to do. Then at some day, I decided I had this click in my head. I said, if I stay in my room, I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be on my computer the whole day, and then I'm gonna fall asleep, wake up, and repeat. And then at some point, as I said, I know exactly what's gonna happen. But if I do something different, then if I go out simply, then I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. From that, I start working with cleaning. So I was just cleaning like I was cleaning this company building of HP, the printers and stuff.
Yeah.
I did that for like 6 months. It put my head back into like a good shape.
Yeah.
Then I remember why I came to Finland, which was to go to a university.
Yeah.
get a diploma, get a better life. That's when I found this course in English, which was to be a sairaanhoitaja.
Yeah, which was in Pori.
It was in Pori, yes. Then I applied for that. I did a test. We had this interview also, and I got called on the first on the first wave.
Oh.
Yeah, believe it or not, crazy. I was that good at.
Yeah.
Then from there it was just like downhill. After I graduated, I started working in this old people's house, Talo,
Oh yeah.
and well, it was fine. It was like very simple, but I felt like I wanted something else.
At that time, were there many English people, English
Actually,
speaking people there?
not at all.
Yeah.
Well, being in Pori, for my surprise, like even though it's like a university city that you're every year receiving foreigners,
Yeah.
you don't have. Well, English is not that common in Pori.
Yeah.
Kind of hope that it changes, but I understand completely that if it doesn't change, because we're in Finland, so you should speak
Well,
Finnish.
yeah. At that time, like 5-6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't many immigrants
Yeah.
who worked in hospice care.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was the second class from the university
Oh, really?
with the English course, so we are a new breed still.
Yeah.
People are still deciding if it is a good idea.
Do you think it's a good idea to teach in England, but because you need Finnish skills to do your work?
Actually, I believe the course being in English, it's very good because Finland it's in need of workers and nurses.
Yeah.
Both of them, by the way. And if you do this, you attract people to come to Finland. And truth be told, every foreigner that comes to Finland at the first 2 or 3 years, they have this wow feeling that this country is amazing. They take so much good care of me. Everything's so clean and safe, and it's beautiful. But then you have the problem with the language.
Yeah.
And that's the only factor that it may drive foreigners away.
Yeah.
So you kind of have like the situation that people, they come here, they want to stay, they graduate, but because they can't adapt with the language, they can't learn the language properly.
Yeah, I think now it's 1/4 actually do the work they are taught to do in university in Pori.
Yeah.
For example, Pori, 25% of those people who pass
Yeah.
only work in for example, nurse.
There you go. So I also remember it's been a while, but I saw something that only I'm not gonna say numbers, but majority of people that graduate in Finland, they just go to another country because because there's
to European country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or someplace you can speak English or
Yeah.
or if they speak Spanish or something. They just go there.
Yeah.
And well, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
But people are very. The thing is, if you manage to break the ice in a workplace with your employer or people around, Finland is a great place to start your life. So we mentioned that I came here basically with nothing, and I was just living with assistance from Kela. And nowadays I have my own house, I have my own car.
Very nice car.
Very nice house as well. At the university, I met my soon-to-be wife. I'm about to have a kid, so life is good. It's great. So yeah, basically, I started from zero. And
yeah, but you did hard work to get that.
Well, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking with my girlfriend the other day. She asked me what hobbies I have nowadays. I just said I just do extra shifts. That's my hobby.
Yeah.
Well,
So no time off, but
Well, yeah, time off. I play with the dog. I take care of my house, and I'm helping my girlfriend to redecorate the room for the baby.
happy times.
Happy times.
Welcome back. So that's your history and like information about yourself a
Yeah.
little bit.
In a nutshell, yeah.
Yeah. Politics. What made you join into politics?
Well, as I mentioned previously, I do want to like make world a better place for my kid, possibly kids.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Well, also this gentleman he invited me to. Well, we usually talk about politics when we go out and when we're in the sauna or something like this. And well, we discussed about politics. You did mention that I do have some good ideas.
Yeah, very good
Or
idea.
ideas that align with him. Very important.
Yeah.
And well, the thing is, I always got the feeling that I I could do the difference about something.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have the right tools, language being one of them.
Yeah.
Being in Finland, but
like Finland is changing, and we need every
yeah,
their point of views were very good.
Yeah, the thing is, I even though like I'm not the typical perussuomalaiset,
Yeah.
I do bring things that can help other people to come to Finland and make the country even better.
Yeah.
Better food, that would be a good start. Well, I just feel like I could be a voice for people that don't usually.
Yeah. Did you in Brazil? Did you dabble in politics or even like look at politics?
Well, I always looked at politics as anyone should.
Yeah.
But well, fun fact: my mom she used to work in some politics building. I forgot I don't remember the name in English, but she used to work in the Assembleia Municipal.
Yeah, municipal assembly. Yeah.
Oh well, yes, in Brazil. Well, because of that, my mom she always talk about politics at home and
Yeah.
teaches us how people can be tricked and not tricked. Well, tricked, yes.
Yeah.
Like played with politics and be like and because of that I always pay attention to it. As when I was younger, never really cared about it, but as I was getting older, everything my mom was telling me as a child, I'm how to say putting the pieces together and be like, sometimes people are being played.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about politics inside the group, but politics playing with other people, and I don't think that's nice. I think
yes. So you saw the bad things about like Brazilian politics.
The thing is, my mom, as anybody, loved talking about the bad stuff.
Yeah.
And well, from watching so much or hearing so much, I got to know what people really want or what people really don't want. And
Yeah. So what kind of like you have seen like you have been in Finland for 8 years?
Yes.
How
Actually,
much?
10 years now. For my surprise.
So how much can you compare those two worlds, like Brazilian politics and Finnish politics?
Well, Finnish politics is a little more efficient and fast. Luckily, because the country is so small, so if you manage to get like a strong leadership, you can have like a fast and accurate changes in relatively small time. Brazil is a huge country, and no matter you have to shake a lot of hands to make any kind of deal in Brazil.
Yeah.
Finland,
and corruption as well.
Well, corruption, absolutely. Where was I?
The efficiency.
Well, yeah. In Brazil, it's a more every step you want to take, it takes longer. Finland, it has potential to be faster because for example, if you have some new ideas, you can actually put it on to vote, and in a municipal level, people can vote on top of that, and you have like a more, what's the word, fast.
Yeah.
A dialogue between the public and the politicians.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there is like there's not a like ivory tower that's
Yeah, exactly.
does the
Yeah, that's the fun thing, especially with film. Like you see in Brazil, I never saw a real like a TV screen politician, but in Finland, like as you're walking in Pori, you can see this guy, you can see me around
yeah.
in the center of the city, and we're out. And the thing is, as politicians, you hopefully become more like famous.
Yeah.
Not famous, but
known.
known. Yes, famous is not the right word for
Yeah,
politicians. Then you can have a dialogue with this person. You pull the politician's ears, and the person's like, okay, maybe I have a point.
Yeah. Okay, you spoke a lot about like the Kela and the immigration things.
Yes.
So like you said that it was like kind of
A safety net.
yeah for
So as I mentioned on the previous part, during these 4 months, I was like depressed and not knowing what to do in Finland. I was very lucky that I was in Finland and that Kala was there for me. It was like the safety net.
For 3 months.
Yeah.
Or, that's not
or
bad.
so. Yeah, well, I was lucky. I don't know. So
no, that I meant like you only used Kela for 3 months and then you took yourself and made something like
bootstraps. Right?
Yeah.
Well, it could be more, but it wasn't a short time. It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
But the point is, without Kela, I would probably be like, if I was in Brazil, for example, and it was in the situation that I don't have a work, I don't know what to do, and I don't at that point, I don't have any skills that language that I could use to move myself.
Yeah.
In Finland, if it wasn't for Kela, I would probably be like homeless.
Yeah.
I'll be like in the streets and or I would just go back to Brazil and it will be the end of my story here.
Yeah. So what are the like like immigration is a problem and a big talking point in perussuomalaiset politics.
Yes.
What are those good things about immigration that you see in Finland right now?
Well, good things about the immigration in Finland.
In your
not sure if I should say that.
Well, of course, it's open.
Well, immigrants, they're like willing to. They want to exalt themselves and make their life better for themselves and family back at home. So what happens with immigrants working in Finland is that they are very hard workers, and they're willing to adapt. But the immigrants, not the refugees.
Yeah. Those who work, those who come to work, and those who come to.
Yes. Well, can we cut? Fuck.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so immigrants are hardworking and they're willing to accept the culture, and in the process, they show a little of their culture.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to hear it, it's enriching and it's fun because if you're always living with the same, it's kind of a bore.
Yeah, and like you said, it was your tenacity to use work, to get work, to better yourself.
Yes. The thing is, since I moved to Finland, I did become a better person. My only flaw, it's that I still struggle with the language.
Yeah.
But I do. It feels like I'm just patting myself on the back, but I do work hard. And
it's not easy for everyone.
No, it's not. But how to say? After you develop your own tools, or you're given the opportunity to work, like I was given, you show how good you are, and eventually people want to keep you around you.
Yeah.
Around.
So what are the bad parts about like immigration? Like, well, yeah, let's leave that.
Well, violence is not cool, and it's not nice how like some people want to impose their own culture when they come to Finland.
Yeah.
Something I actually believe hardly is like if you come to a country, it's the same as you're inviting your friend to your own house, and when your friend comes to your house, normally, in my opinion, what it should happen is that your friend follows the house's rules,
Yeah.
and of course you can do accommodations. So, for example, your friend is allergic to nuts or whatever.
Yeah.
You can make a concession,
Yeah.
but if he stays longer and then he starts demanding that we're not gonna eat this anymore, or we're not gonna do this anymore,
I'm not allergic, so you don't get to eat nuts. Yeah.
Then it kind of, as my dad used to say, fish after 2 days starts smelling bad.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you're coming to a country, so of course you can show what you're winning, what your culture is, and your costumes.
Yeah.
And that's good because now and then you have something, you bring something to the table that nobody thought about.
Yeah.
And it's
course.
really cool.
Yeah.
Or you're like more happy than things. That's that's a thing for me, at least.
Yeah.
But you should like accept that you're coming to a different place, and you should, well, not follow the rules, but you should understand that
these people are following these rules, and you should honor them.
Yeah, exactly. So you're a guest. You're not the owner yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's about respect, actually, because there is this sense of entitlement that I see growing in people nowadays.
Oh yeah. And now I'm here.
So bend over and do what is good for me, even though I didn't provide anything good for you yet.
Yeah.
So it's like they're buying on credit, but in reality they don't have any credit.
Yeah. So how are these incoming cultures, like people with different cultures, because people need to work for the living.
In theory.
In theory. How would these mix with the Finnish working culture? Have there already been mix-ups or anything like?
In my case, no. In my case, no, because I always.
Well, you work overtime every day.
If possible, I'll take extra shifts whenever I can. But can you repeat the question? My bad.
So in work culture, there's Finnish work culture, and then there's work cultures from other countries like Brazil, España, Iraq.
Work culture in Brazil, it's we really like. It's gonna sound very cheesy, but we do care. For example, when dealing with people in general, we do care about the other side. In Brazil, we're very empathic about the other person.
Yeah.
So I was actually lucky that the only course I found in English was nursing, because apparently this Latino blood I had in me, it was very useful to take care of my patients. Yeah,
you are very empathic people.
Yeah, the thing is something, for example, I noticed that in Finland is that you guys, you sign a contract, you read the contract first. And you do what you're supposed to do, and you follow the rules and everything. When it comes to Brazilian people, or me in this case, I don't speak for everyone.
Yeah.
I like to go a little beyond sometimes. So if a patient's complaining about pain, or he needs an extra blanket, or I don't know, need somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Most nurses, they do talk a little, but it's just that small talk. But I'm there to like actually show it's that person is important because
Yeah.
being in Brazil, I was surrounded by like poverty and stuff.
Yeah, I think welfare is not
a strong suit in Brazil, but
yeah.
We do try a lot.
Yeah.
We try to do a good job. The thing is, the workers on the field, they're doing what they can, but in reality, there's only a limit for how much an individual can do.
Yeah. Okay. Like how what kind of other work cultures have you met in Finland when you were working here? Like Brazilian culture is like what you bring to the table. Finnish work culture. Has there any been like work culture that clashed?
Well, actually, yes. The thing is, in Brazil, being hot-blooded as we are a little, we like if we have like a problem with another coworker, sometimes with the bosses.
Yeah.
We usually we say it straight.
Yeah.
To the coworker. In Finland, I believe it's more common that people they talk first with the boss, then the boss contacts this person, then given the situation, you have a meeting or you just have a email or the boss as the messenger saying don't do this or do this or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a little indirect, which feels a little how to say, there's no real closure. You're just giving like a letter and you're like, okay, but what about my side?
Oh yeah.
Then it's too late because it's
there should be a dialogue between three like
that would be more, how to say, I would like to see that more because otherwise you just if you don't have like a quarrel and you don't solve it at the spot, or at least you have the dialogue a week later or something, you're always gonna have this kind of like resentment.
I think it deepens the wound, like
it does, because at some point you're just like swallowing this anger and be like, well, I gotta suck it up. It's for
I think that's a usually Finnish problem, that we don't want the confrontation.
Yeah, but the thing is, confrontation it bring people closer, also apart. But the fun thing is that usually you have like a third party that they can mediate. Yes. Yeah. And in a workplace, we in Finland at least we always have this resource, but everybody just decides to send an email or have the boss talking to you. Yeah. And it stops there.
Like I looked at your like the perussuomalainen in perussuomalaiset there's a vaalityökalu that you wrote that you said like kind of the same words about Finnish culture as like
yes,
so, like normal culture at home and like in the municipalities itself.
Yes.
Can you evaluate
mention it? Well, basically what I said is that Finnish culture, from what I can understand, is that everybody's it's united by how close they are with each other, but they're divided by their own individuality. Meaning that, you be honest, guys. How many of you like have a neighbor, but you never said hi to him, or if you say hi, you're just you don't want to talk with him anymore. And what I would like to provide to people is that a chance to connect with people around them. Not necessarily your neighbor. I know you probably hate Päivi or Jarmo. I don't know. But what I want. Finland is a small country, and therefore it's very easy for you guys. If you try, it's very easy for you guys to connect with each other. What I mentioned on my page on the perussuomalaiset is that I like to provide situations that people can create how to say, create bonds.
Yeah, bonds. Yeah.
And by that, for example, in Brazil or in Mexico, where I lived, it's common to have like these parties that you just meet with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And for example, we do, I don't know,
Quinceañera.
yeah, exactly. Do more of these big parties that the whole city is invited. It's not
Yeah.
just the school. It's not just the university party, or it's just a workplace party.
Yeah.
It's something that englobes the whole city, and everybody's celebrating one thing. Kind of like Vapo, but more often.
Yeah.
Because Vapo is more about going out with your own friends,
Yeah.
and then you celebrate in a bar.
Yeah. I think when I was a kid in the 90s, we still had this culture, but in the 2000s, I think the better the like monetary things become, the easier life gets.
The easier to isolate yourself.
Exactly. Like we don't have like, I think in Brazil it still has the cultural like connectivity.
Yeah, people
like everybody watches the same things and like the same stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. So you have like soap operas in Brazil. Yeah. I think it's the same in Finland, but I don't watch TV that much.
Yeah. Well, you work.
Well, yeah. Honestly, yes. But in Brazil, like you have like these big soap operas that everybody watches, and if you're in Brazil, you have a lot of bus stops, 1 hour and a half, keep following, and you're waiting the bus stop for your bus to come. You can talk with a stranger about what happened in the soap opera.
Oh yeah.
Or well, Voice Finland, I guess it counts, but it's the point is, you can talk about stuff you see on the TV. But I think it's what will bring people together is like sharing a memory with your community, because you share this memory with your community, and I hope you become, well, in fact, you really like your community. I hope you decide to like protect the community, or even like you want to provide the same for your kids.
Yeah.
So because of that, now you want to like protect this and make sure it's even better next year.
Yeah.
And the year after. That would bring people together, because now you have kind of like in the army, all the boys in the army and some girls. Everybody has these army stories that bring them together.
Yeah.
I would like more situations that people can share these kind of stories.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's very good, very admirable idea.
Because people should be together.
Yeah, people are communal animals.
Because as you said, as people become more wealthy, they have more money. It's easier to isolate yourself. You're just watching TV, you're playing on your video game, you're playing on the computer, you're taking care of your own house.
Yeah.
This is something I'm suffering, because I'm just taking care of my own house. But I do miss having the possibility of joining people in a table, people that I don't know, by the way.
Yeah.
And just meeting new people.
Yeah.
Like an example for that, it just came to my mind. It's like the Oktoberfest in Germany.
Yeah.
You get a table. You get a seat on a table.
Yeah, you can't choose the table.
No. You're with 8 friends of yours. Too bad. 2 of you are sitting together. The rest is going elsewhere.
Yeah.
And this provides, how to say, you're refreshing your social skills. You're meeting new people.
Yeah.
Networking, and
I think, like you say, like you speak about this openness and social gatherings, like even in Finnish people, there's this, I think, misconception about Finnish people, like we are cold and intern, but I think it's more like we don't get the possibility of being open, like nowadays, like more. I think it's I think it's a like product of modernity.
Mm.
Like before, like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even, like people would be open, like for people to speak outside, like even like older people now, like who are in their 80s.
They speak English.
They
also.
speak very good English, and they come to you and speak with you, like, hey,
Actually,
what's
yes.
going on? Yeah.
This is something my mom, she used to tell me, like, years before she married my dad, he would, like, every 2 years or so, they would be traveling, like, to Mexico or Brazil or I don't know where, before they got married, before they have me or any of my brothers and sister. My parents, they would come to Finland to, like, celebrate Christmas or something, or spend the summer here.
Yeah.
And my mom said that, people would come and talk to her, and I don't know, she would have dialogues. She made a lot of long-lasting friends, even nowadays, that she's still in contact with them. So, yeah, it's...
Yeah, I think, like, now that you're, like, she is visibly, like, not from Finland. Like,
No.
Even back then, it's more, like, heightened. Like,
Yes.
apparent, yeah. Like, and I think it's very, like, against that notion of Finnish people being xenophobes or racist people.
No, not at all. The thing is, it's what I mentioned before. Like, you come to Finland expecting to be treated like you are at your own house.
Yeah.
You should accept that it's a different culture, and Finnish people, they're not cold by any means. We like joking. People like joking about it. Finns like joking about it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But in reality, like, at workplace, I hear the ladies at work, the nurses, laughing out loud and, like, running after each other, doing jokes or playing, I don't know. And but you do have, like, this warm-up time with some people. Some people, they just click, like foreigners and Finnish people.
Yeah.
You and me, for example.
Yeah.
That's a story for another video. The point is, they just need to adapt to you, because whether you like your own, like, I think it's a lack of empathy, because whenever somebody comes to your place that you don't know, you're gonna take like half an hour to want to talk to them, and vice versa. If you go to some other place, to another country, to a friend's house, the owner is gonna look at you a little before engaging with you. But in Finland, the only problem is that at some point people struggle. They get shy with the language.
Yeah.
Because first of all, like, if you were American, you would always try English, but being in Finland, you get people from everywhere in the world, so they don't know which language to talk first.
I think many people find it. They know how to speak English, but they're afraid to. I don't know.
Sounds silly.
Sounds silly, yeah. Like, why would you learn this? Like, I know it's when you education, you have to learn English or Swedish. Like, I wouldn't go speaking Swedish into like, but yeah.
Next interview is Swedish. Let's go. 100 likes, we do it.
Okay. Like, beyond that point, what you have written in your the Vali tool, like, what is the, like, one primary thing that you would like to see in Finnish society more?
Well, a good start would be like, it's a little selfish of me, but I would like to get a little more variety of cuisines in here, because usually you have like this Chinese buffet with sushi that is Japanese. I know the difference.
Yeah.
Or you have kebab and French fries. But I would like to
Which
see.
is Belgian.
Oh yes, I knew that. And but I would like to see more different cuisines because we're in Europe, so it's easy to like get in contact with other cultures, especially being in Santa Conta. We have the Pori, in Pori, the Sank University. You have students coming all the time, so you can very well ask or even Google new recipes. And well, answering the question, I would like to have some event in the city of Uvela or even in a Santa Conta level where people try foods from other countries.
Yeah.
And people can share what's the story of the food. And
Yeah, I think it's like there's many ethnicities in Santa Conta, but only like Chinese kebab, Chinese, Turkish,
yeah.
and maybe Thai. Is
Oh
like,
yes, yes.
But like for example, like Brazilian cuisine, that would be
Absolutely. How could I forget? Brazilian food would be nice to have in here.
Or Mexico, like they like Taco Bell is not Mexican food.
No, it doesn't count.
But I think it brings the heart of the
And on top of that, on top of the cuisine, I would also like maybe some storytelling.
No,
Because, for example, living in Mexico and in Brazil and coming to Finland, there's a lot of these stories that you used to tell to your kids, or they were like cultural stories, and like very traditional ones, and they have like these morals. Also, at some point, just a little small point. I also went to New Zealand for 1 month when I was studying English and stuff. They also told stories in there that they had these morals that you can learn with that. I would like this kind of storytelling to become a thing.
Yeah, like
so
like events that are not formal but open.
Yeah,
like
absolutely. So the idea would be like you come to the center of the city in Uvela or in Pori or whatever city you are.
Yeah.
And after getting your food, we would have a stage, we would have some small theater, or even just a person reading a book or telling a story that would teach you some good morals, some lesson that you can take for life.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah.
And not
bring
just
kids, kids, elders.
Absolutely. This is mostly for the kids, but adults can learn a lot with kids.
yeah, of course.
And the idea is how to say, even though we want to like elevate what Finland is, it's good. It's better if we learn from other cultures.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it would be nice to enrich culturally everybody with the useful parts.
yeah. So we know about your history, and we know about your like working ethics, and we know about politics. But what you said about you don't have any hobbies, but you.
No,
what is the culture like? Pop culture, like what would be like your top 3 pop culture
influences?
Like let's dig deep in your subconscious. Like what is the like pop like cultural things that you consume? Like consume is very commercial idea, but what
I usually watch.
Yeah, watch, read, listen.
Yes. Well, usually like my comfort videos on YouTube, for example, it would be Asmongold.
Yeah,
I like the dude.
Yeah,
he's very ordinary, but he does have like
it looks like you a little bit.
Kinda, yeah. I'm all. Well, what can I say? Same beard style, kinda. And even though he's a little of a degenerate, which he is, he always have these foods on the ground, and I don't know if you listen to him, like just logically speaking, it resonates with me. And
for those who don't delve into the depths of YouTube is Asmongold is a streamer, like game streamer, and
Yes.
he does this pop culture as
And politic commentary also.
yeah, commentary, like pop culture commentary as well.
Yes.
So that's first one. Like
Then,
they don't have to be in any order.
yeah, it's not in order.
Yeah.
Then, of course, well, not of course, but I enjoy listening to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, as what many
Oh, yeah.
Renaissance man.
I suppose, yes. The thing is, you open my eyes to so many different ideas, and I don't know. Sometimes it's just an absurd episode that he's having an interview, and
Like ancient aliens and the...
absolutely,
Yeah.
it's fun because if I'm like left to my own devices, like I'm not gonna look into ancient Greece aliens
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So he's somebody that I look when I want to listen about something absurd or
Yeah, take your mind off.
yeah,
things.
exactly, because if you're just stuck on the same
Yeah,
as we like to say in Brazil, like feijão e arroz with beans and rice every single day.
yeah, that's a fucking good.
It's a simple life, and
Yeah.
sometimes you want a
Spice.
steak or
Yeah.
something else. And lastly, to be fair, then it broadens up. Like I don't have a third answer actually. So mainly it's these two guys. The rest of the time I'm just listening to music and working on the house. My wife, that's the third.
My wife.
My wife, she's the third pop culture influence I have.
Yeah,
She's the one I listen to, and
Oh.
well, that's about it.
very wholesome.
Kinda. I wish it was wholesome, but it's not.
Yeah. And your dog as well.
Oh yeah, my puppy.
Okay, it's been a pleasure. It's
Yes.
always nice to speak with you, and hopefully you'll go and read his stuff on perussuomalaiset.com or .fi and Tero Aitasalo.
Yes.
Do you remember your numbers?
It was 111. I could double check actually, but it'll be down here
Yeah. On the
on the.
information
It'll
slide.
be there.
Don't go in willy-nilly. Just look at his name, Tero Aitasalo, traditional Finnish name.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, and we'll return with another guest.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye bye.